EMPH had great earnings again. I was long last earnings report, I remember that, and I got stopped out. But now it's kind of running into these moving averages. I'm always skeptical of these. Oh my god, DCFC. Nice. Very good. Bought some FCX and a COPX yesterday. Got some half size on both. I'm willing to add. What the hell is going on with KRBN? It's gonna stop me out. Yeah, looks like we're having a leg higher. Russell. Well, next stop would be the declining 50-day. SPYs are, yeah, also same thing. Declining 50-day and Qs. Same thing there. And the EMPH is failing for now. Capped up into these moving averages and couldn't get above them. That's a sign of weakness. AMC, GME, ARC, short covering squeeze. Yeah, every time something goes up, it's a short covering squeeze. I agree. Makes sense. Pretty much everything in my portfolio right now is in a short covering squeeze. Everything except one thing is green. They're all short covering squeezes here. That's why they're going up. Yeah, yeah, exactly. The SPYs are too. SPYs, Qs, everything is short covering squeezing. Look at KWeb. All the China techs are short cover squeezing too. I couldn't help myself, sorry guys. CCJ, oh yeah, uranium. CCJ reclaiming the 200 day. These types of commodity names are actually great when they come out of these pullbacks, build higher lows, and you'll find support on a major moving average. Last time CCJ was a great buy when it reclaimed the 200 day. Went up 60% in a couple of weeks. And now it's reclaiming the 200 day again. Yeah, the China EVs are all strong. XBEV, NEO not so much, but LI. This one is, oh man, it's reclaiming the range. That was quick. Incredible strength in these things. SBEV had a breakout 2 days ago. Look at how tight it got on the 60-minute, and then it had this range break. That 4 area, that was the entry. Found support on the rising 20. That was a beautiful flag. Again, small account edge. These things, I don't even get these things on my scans, too thin. I again put a third of my net worth into these PQQs. It looks like I'm gonna get stopped out, just like the last time. Yep, short ladder attack, guys. I don't know what it is, but makes sense. This rally, yeah, it was a sucker's gap up. Man, I hadn't had that many alerts go off in this year. I don't think I've had this many alerts go off this year, but that's, you know, when you're in a downtrend like this, it's easy to get sucked in, you know. A lot of things trigger. But things don't really, you know, the really good setups are not there. There's a bunch of bottom bounces, range reclaims, but still not that many quality setups. Man, EMPH, that's a gap and crap. This is why I'm so cautious about the ones that are in a downtrend and they gap into this declining or sideways moving average. If the EP was strong, it would have gapped over this 187 area, you know, over these moving averages. The fact it couldn't do it, that's a sign of weakness. DCFC, oh, the volume is already pretty high. Already a third of yesterday's. Interesting. Hopefully this thing can go to 30 or something. But actually I noticed AMD actually took out the... No, it didn't. But it's back to where it EP'd. But it needs to build a base. It's still below the 50 and all of that. But it's strong, very strong. Nvidia, not as much. The copper trade is holding up very well. Again, I mean, half size in both FCX. And I you know, FCX and COPX, I'm trading off the weekly. I'm not even looking at the daily on this. Actually, I am, but I'm trading off the weekly. They're just coming off of 1 year basis. You know, I think they can go up 50, 100% from here, both of them. But it's gonna take a while. Backed had an EP type of day 2 days ago. Bottom range break. Yeah. Oh man, I remember backed in October. Nailed it twice. That was good times. Spec money, baby. Backed and DVAC, those were the money makers. And AMD. Oh, okay, we're back. We're back online. I also like the lithium theme a lot. These things, man. Lithium and copper. It's gonna be the new gold. You love the absolute statements I make, and I add a maybe at the end, yeah. Because you can never be sure. In the markets, you can never be too certain. You're gonna get run over. Why did I enter TQQ? Well, because I was hoping this little gap up over the range would have some follow through, and we would go to like 380 or something in the Qs. But we didn't. It was a good risk reward trade, just didn't work out. That's what's so great about TQQ. You can do enormous size. Like you can do just do enormous size. 20, 30 million, no slippage. My favorite ETF of all time. Actually, UVXY is my favorite ETF, but Baba. I don't know. I mean, if China goes higher, this one is gonna go higher too. It's been building higher lows over the past few weeks. Tencent is a little bit easier to see. If you see, Tencent has found support on a 50 monthly back in early 2020, back in late 2018, and also here back in late 2011. You can't see, but you can see that chart line kind of goes here. That's where it's been finding support over the past decade. And now it's, building higher lows of the rising 50 monthly. Like, these are the types of stocks and entries you can use if you're gonna be like a position trader or something. Or you can do that and win like some long-term options and stuff. Why don't I use log scale? Because I think it distorts a lot of charts too much. I don't like the log scale. Only time I use the log scale is when there's a very beaten down name and you kind of need to use it to see the chart. I sized down a little bit on DCFC. He kind of lost the gap up after the halt. But I didn't have a lot of size anyway, so I was like, whatever, I'll just keep it for a while. It's a small position, like it needs to double for me to make any meaningful money. It's a very thin stock. DOX, yeah, DOX is working out, yeah. It's right at the declining 100, but it looks like this one may actually work out. Volume is kind of almost twice the average daily, and I gotta go. See you tomorrow.